you've never heard Esther speak. Esther is amazing. And I can't wait to introduce Esther because she is in two of the businesses that I do. And I love both businesses. And I'm just going to introduce her as the executive coach for APL Go. And can I say that you work in bank and that, yeah, Codebreaker, which normally I would have a whole segment with Michelle, but Michelle son is getting married and her nails are not done yet and she won't be able to join me at 1 o'clock. So I will talk to you a little bit about the cards and so on, but now I'm going to shut up and let Esther talk. So Esther Wildenberg, my favorite Dutch person in the world. There you go.
It all depends how many Dutch people you know.
You know a lot, actually. I actually do know a lot of Dutch people, so
Thank you for having me, Marianne.
Thank you so much for gracing my stage.
Oh, yeah, I love being on your stage. You're amazing in so many ways. And yes, I'm the co-founder and president of Codebreaker Technologies, owning the company with my wife, Sherry Tree. And Marianne is one of our certified and licensed trainers and a raving fan of the bank system. So thank you for just mentioning that. Yeah, the magic cards. And then I have another business called Empower, where I host my retreats and masterminds and do consulting with clients. And APL Go is one of my clients. I love the product, I love the company, love the comp plan. The community is amazing. So I love when I can move a needle. I will leave when I cannot drive results. When there's results, I'll stay. And otherwise, I just say, I'm not the one, find someone else. So that's the Dutch truth that always comes out. And sometimes it's very direct, honest, and straightforward. But I will say you already have enough people that just pat your back anyway. So
I like honesty. We were earlier talking with Satish Verma about honesty and authenticity. Esther's about as authentic as they come. So this is why I love having her here. And I want her to talk about her retreats and then, make sure you talk about when your next one is too, please. Thank you.
yeah, thank you, Marianne. So we talk a lot about our physical health, right? Most people wait till they get sick that they have a little wake up call. Oh my gosh, I have to take better care of my health. And it's unfortunate. It's part of the American culture. Canadians are much better, but I think Europeans are just way, way better at it. It's about balancing your life, and physical health is very, very important. But I will say if you don't have your mental health, your emotional health, and your spiritual health aligned with your physical health, then you're always going to be sick because a lot of illnesses are actually starting in the emotional trauma that you didn't heal. Maybe as a child, there was some form of abuse or in a relationship, or you were in an accident, or you had a disease you had to overcome. And if you don't heal that from the inside out, you will carry your emotional trauma with you, and that will create a disease in your system. And the same with spiritual health. Very rare people talk about it, but I believe if you're not living your true life purpose or are passionate about what you're doing, you're creating disease to get a wake-up call that you should change the trajectory of your life. So in mental health, we all know the power of the mind. We can heal our body by having a very strong mindset. We can get anything done if we put our mind to it. So we're living in a time with a lot of mental health challenges, and I believe that we can, as a collective, can change that by one acknowledging it and choosing differently. Choose a different life. If something or someone is not serving you anymore, get off the train, right? Why are you staying on the train? Go to the next station. It's like going through Europe by train and you don't like the station, the city, or the country. You just have to get off and go on another train. Otherwise, you end up in nowhere land, right? So it's called life, and we all have challenges, opportunities to grow. I started hosting and facilitating retreats in 2008. And at this point, I surpassed 75 plus retreats, masterminds around the world, mostly women only. Women are just way more advanced, personally developed. There's even a study that has been done that men by the age of 26 just stop doing personal development. And women do it for a lifetime. Now, there are exceptions. There are very high emotional, spiritual, intelligent men that want to personal grow and read books and go to seminars and get coaches and go to retreats and want to get better. But average is the age 26. And the interesting part is, if you look at the evolvement of the human being, the first month, year, it's all about physical. You just grow. You cannot walk, you cannot crawl, you cannot talk. It's all physical. The moment you start walking, it becomes about um, movement, physical on a different level. The moment you start talking, it becomes more about um, your physical intelligence and your mental health. And so when the moment you go to school, everything is about your IQ, your intelligence, right? We measure, are you smart, are you dumb, or anything in between. And we get a label on us. You are not smart enough to go to this education, or you're not smart enough to do this, or you're a terrible singer, you're a terrible actor, you're not good in sports. We get all those labels, okay? That phase is average until 24, 25, 26. The brain stops to develop at 26. So when you think at 18 you're an adult, you're not. 26. Okay. Women more like 24, men 26. And then after 26, it's all about emotional intelligence and spiritual intelligence. Now, emotional intelligence, the development is about till the age 40, between 40 and 50. And then at 50, there is this pivotal moment that suddenly a lot of people wake up into their spiritual intelligence, try to find out who am I, what want I do with the rest of my life. I hate my life. I don't like my marriage. I don't like my job. So I tell people, why wait? With getting, hitting a brick wall or staying on a train that goes high speed somewhere where you don't want to go. Like we have to evolve and develop the skill to get off. So when I started hosting retreats, I do spiritual healing, emotional healing, mental healing, and physical healing. And it's a journey. So my days have a program. I build it up. Day one is all spiritual, emotional. If you like it or not, we're gonna turn you inside out. Day two is more um, about the mental, getting you really connected to yourself, your true self. And the last day is more physical, but also putting it into action for what does it mean for your life? When you go home, are you going to keep doing the same thing? Or what can we do, make practical changes that you can apply in your business and in your personal life? So retreats are either 3 days, 5 days, or 7 days, depending. Local in the US, most of the time I do 3 days. When it's international, it's 5 to 7 days. And I love doing them. Actually, I'm hosting one next week here in San Juan Capistrano. 3 days, July 16, 17, and 18. We have a beautiful group of women that are joining me. And the next one, I'm probably co-facilitating a retreat in Bali in November. And in this early December, I want to host another one myself. Most likely it's going to be an international one. So I'm still looking at the location. Interesting fact for my US watchers. The USA is known for I like to stay in my city and I like to stay in my state. They are not really that adventurous. Some of you are because you are part of network marketing or you're an entrepreneur business owner. But in general, they are more freedom focused, adventurous, searching for excitement to explore. But in general, it's harder to get a following to go international than do something local in the United States. Now, the United States is huge, right? So there are 50 states, there are so many ways to go. So I get when you live in a big country, you like to stay home. And I'm gonna challenge you to book a trip for next year outside of the United States and see what it's gonna do to you as a human being. But the moment you start traveling the world, you're gonna realize that there's so many things to explore and to see, cultures and history and people and languages and food, and it can make you a better human being. So that's why I do international. That's why I travel the world. I've been to 78 countries, longer than 10 days. So I don't count I was there for 1 day and get out. I count being there literally 10 days or longer. And before I moved to the US, my trips were like 4 or 5 weeks. In the US, that's like they think you're crazy. But I think that's totally healthy to do. And that's where I built my following for my retreats and masterminds. Companies hire me to facilitate them and lead them. So I love doing that. Besides running Codebreaker Technologies with my wife, uh, teaching personality science, how to increase sales. how to become a better communicator, how to become more influential in your leadership, all those things. So it's powerful, right? So it's a yin and a yang. I'm on the tech, business, corporate side, and then I have my retreats, masterminds on the other side. It's the masculine, feminine, it's the yin and the yang that completes who I am. And the crown on top of my work is my book. I wrote my first book. It's going to be published this month, July 28th. It'll be launching The Undermined Soul. It's my life journey, all lessons learned personally in business, leadership, influence, impact, making money, losing money. All of it is in there, and a lot of tips and exercises. And it's going to be a great book to read and to work with. So that's in a nutshell, Marianne.
I love that. I can't wait to read the book. I can't wait. Do
I
you want
know.
to put the link? Actually, you know what? Once you're done, Esther's going to put the link where you can get the book on my Facebook. It's available, right?
No, it's not available.
Not yet. Not yet. People, you have to
Great.
wait.
Not yet.
Okay.
Then what they can do is get on my list,
Uh-huh.
and I will send them the email when it's ready.
Okay.
It's July 28th.
There
So
you
there's nothing available right now.
There, I may be away that particular little section, but connect with me if you're interested. I will connect you to Esther and she will get you the book once it's done. Esther, since you're kind of done with that and Michelle can't make it, you want to talk about B.A.N.K?
I'm happy to talk about bank.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, good. Because I don't like to talk about when I do stuff like this, because all my stuff I talk with Michelle always. I have her on here or somebody, and today I have no one here.
Yeah,
So
yes, tell me, what do you want me to talk about?
yeah, let's talk
Any
about the
specific,
importance of B.A.N.K.
the importance of bank. I think it's as important as when you pick, it is important as having your phone with you and being in communication. You
Oh my
should have
gosh, I love that.
your phone and your cards. If you leave the home, bring your car keys, your wallet, the phone, and the cards. And then
Perfect.
you're covered for the day. And I'm telling this because I got introduced to the bank system in 2013, right? 12 years ago. And it changed absolutely my life in business, but also personal. So I started to use the assessment with every human being I met at networking events, my clients, customers, leads. I started to crack their code, knowing their personality type and knowing how to communicate to them, knowing what they want to hear, what triggers them, and what totally turns them on or off. So there are things you should not talk about because they just don't care. So when you talk about your company's products or you talk about your business service or opportunity or in a relationship and dating, there are just things that turn people on and off. And if you keep pushing the button and keep pushing turn off, turn off, turn off, obviously they don't want to date you. Obviously they don't want to work with you.
Mhm.
So for me, it changed my revenue literally increased 300% plus by using it in my consulting firm, not just using it myself, but then I taught it to all my consultants and I brought it to my clients and did networking events. I started to recruit a lot of certified and licensed trainers to really teach this and share this in the European market. Um, and then I moved to the United States, became a partner in the company, and since 2000, late 2014, I've been building this company with Sherry, and we're in more than 100 countries with our clients. We help more than 500,000 people getting learn about the system, get our teachings, get our technology, our assessment tools, 90 seconds or less, our AI that is like ChatGPT, but then infused with our bank system. So you can write any copy to any personality type about any topic. So if you know you want to communicate a certain way to a person, you can just adjust your writing and our AI will do it for you. So you just say, this person is A.N.K.B. Please write me copy to sell this product to this person, or the opportunity to this person, or my service to this person, or I like to date this person. What do I say? It's powerful. And then we have about 150 certified and licensed trainers that are active. We have a few hundred that got certified, but not teaching, but they implement it in their businesses and are customers. But it's a very powerful tool. And Sherry speaks around the world. My partner with Tony Robbins and Robert Kiyosaki, Les Brown, the US with all the sharks and Grant Cardone and all the people to talk about business and sales, making money, leveraging. So Sherry's pretty known, and the bank system really works. Like she is in this business for 15 years, I'm in it for 12 years. And so we know it works. So when you want to make more money, have better relationships, then at least try this out. Click on the link from Marianne, crack your code, and learn more about it. Because actually, when I met Sherry, I felt like, oh no, another personality assessment, because I used so many of them in my corporate career. DISC, Myers-Briggs, Insights, Management Drives, the Enneagram in my retreats. And, there are, I think, 200 plus assessments out there. And I felt like, oh my gosh, not another one. But then after like 10 minutes into her presentation, like, oh my gosh, finally somebody genius to simplify this whole freaking assessment world and make it 90 seconds or less. Our AI is in nanoseconds. But back in the day, there was no AI. But it was like, oh my freaking G, I need this. I need something fast, easy, simple. Either the cards or the online assessment, 90 seconds or less. Tell me everything I need to know before I have a conversation. And that's why I know a lot of people in companies use the assessments, but they never do anything with it. It's too complicated. It's too long. So this is actually the simplicity, the simple version in the fast world we're living in. And so, yeah, I have those with me wherever I go. I have them in my car, in my bags, in my jackets. It's everywhere, those cards. Like, I don't leave the home without them. That's why I say when you leave the home, you bring your phone, you bring your wallet, you bring your keys, and you bring your cards.
Amen to that. That is for sure. And that's the shorter version of everything and awesome. I'm so excited because I recently finished my or completed my level 5 coaching. So there's 5 levels and there's so many things. And I've actually decided to add the vault to my to 2 of my higher ticket offers that I have, because I think there's so much information packed into it. I'm going to put it into the package, and you're gonna love it because you can't not love
Yeah.
it.
There's so much content in the virtual back office we have with all the content
So
training
much.
on bank. And then we have all the bank boxes. So we talk about bank, and then there's a different topic every month. We release one. It's about networking or about dating or about retention or about lead generation or holidays. You know, not fight at the Christmas dinner table with your family.
You want to be psychic? You want to know who you're speaking with? You take a course called speed coding. So when we were doing the speed coding, I actually won first prize because I had so much fun doing this. This makes you psychic. I mean, if you are in tune with your, third eye, so to speak, and your pineal gland and all of that scientific jargon, if you're in touch with that, you're going to be a little bit intuitive or a lot intuitive anyways. But when you have this to confirm it, it's so much fun. It's the funnest course I've ever done. I can't wait till I start teaching it. And I've been looking for a place here in the Toronto, Canada area without it being in super crazy expensive Toronto. I live in a place called Mississauga. It's just outside of Toronto for all my Canadians that are listening. And I found the most amazing place in the last 3 days. I am so excited. I can barely hold myself together. So I want to get into doing that. And also Michelle Murder and I'm going down to see her in Pennsylvania where she lives. Okay, first of all, she lives in a town called Harmony. Who doesn't want to live in a place called Harmony? Like, who doesn't? So I can't wait till
And it's like it has like 100 people live there. Like it's like you go in and out. Like before you say, "Oh, I arrived," you're like, "Oh, I just left."
oh, yeah, and boom, and we're done. But we have some plans there. So we're going to be teaching, I believe, sales fundamentals and speed coding. She's got her son's wedding. You all know what it's like to have one of your kids have a wedding. So once the wedding is done, then we're going to sit down and chat. Actually, I think after that she goes to your retreat, and then
Yeah, she's gonna come next week to my retreat.
yeah, I go to Hawaii, she goes to your retreat, and then after that somehow we'll come up with some dates. But I am going there in November, and we are going to do something, and it's going to be an in-person event. And the 2 of us are the same. I think we were like sisters. We're both Aquarius, and we're both ANKB. and we're a blast. We like to have fun, so you will not be bored. But don't worry, because for all you people who like systems and processes, we have lots of those. Thank goodness. So it's no problem. You're gonna love the community. It's gonna be great. And we have AI, we've got technology, we've got, oh my gosh, the big picture of everything is just gonna be amazing. So this is a lot of fun, and I'm going to be teaching it here, and I'm going to get Michelle up here to do it too. And then when I find a really awesome big space, then I would really love it if either one of you came down, or both would be ideal. Maybe both. You got to find a babysitter, or bring Kai. We'll find him a babysitter here, and come to Toronto if you've not been here ever.
And we spoke at big conferences in Toronto with Success Resources, with the Real Estate Wealth Expo, with Tony Robbins. We actually have several trainers in Toronto area.
Mhm.
And for sure, a lot of customers. I love Toronto. You don't need to twist my arm.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's great. And yeah, so we're gonna have little ones. Let's get going on that. And I'm gonna be doing wellness expos, and then eventually I'll do larger wellness expos if I feel like I really like it. We'll see. We'll see how I like doing that. Sometimes
Hey,
the
when you put it out there, it's gonna happen. I truly believe that. Put it out
oh
there
no,
and
for sure. Last year I said, oh, I want to do a conference. I want to do a conference every single month. And everyone's like, you're crazy. Like, who wants that kind of stress? And I go, I don't really find it stressful. I kind of feel comfortable doing it. So I think maybe when you do something the first time, okay, there might be some hiccups. So what? Who cares? There's hiccups everywhere you go. Big deal.
yeah, that whatever business you run, whatever event you do, it's never gonna be a smooth,
It's
like
never smooth sailing.
perfect story. That's the whole expectation we put on ourselves that things have to be perfect, but perfection doesn't exist. I don't even know who came up with the word. It should be removed from the dictionary,
It
actually.
really should. I
Because it
agree.
doesn't exist. Because the moment we get really close to what we thought in the beginning would be perfect, now we set the bar higher. And so we're never gonna have a perfect experience because that's just how we're wired. So
It's
it
so
doesn't.
true. Esther said something the other day in our training with the APL Go, and she said, why are you guys so worried about a no? You're already going there with a no. You already have nothing. So you can't lose nothing. You've already got it. Like, it's already a no. So all you can do is get a yes. And my feeling is, yeah, but that no might be no for today. It might be a yes in a week. It might be a yes in a month. It might be a yes in a year. It might
Yeah.
even be a yes 5 years from now. You don't know who you're going to meet up with. I just met up with someone. I haven't seen her in 6 years, and she's coming to my summits. Like, it's crazy. Like, you don't even, yeah, overthink it.
That's the whole thing. We find all kinds of excuses and, create our own obstacles while we're not even there.
Yeah, everything is mindset. I was saying to someone, they're like, oh, what kind of a coach are you? And I go, well, we cover mindset, that's for sure. I'm not necessarily a mindset coach, although that is certainly part of it. I said, but now my offers include bank code and APL Go. And, sometimes I talk about the gold and silver coins I have too. Like, there's different things that are out there possible. I teach people how to do these summits and how to not
Yeah.
make a big deal out of this. I teach people to do all kinds of different things. And Esther, oh, she's so talented, like both her and Sherry. And if you've never heard Esther speak, and this is your first time, whew, this is a mild version of Esther. And Sherry, oh my gosh, whew, you got to listen to Sherry. So you know what Sherry does? I don't know. Do you know the date of the next one by any chance, Esther? Because she just did a freebie on Thursday. She does a free introduction to B.A.N.K, and it's about two, usually ends up going into almost 3 hours now, right? With at the end. Do you know when the next one is by any chance?
My next retreat, I'm thinking the first week of December.
Of December.
My retreat?
No, not your retreat. The free intro to bank code that Sherry does.
Masterclass?
Yeah, the masterclass.
No, but she just did one yesterday. So let me ask her.
So I'm gonna say it's probably in 2 weeks. She kind of on average does one every 2 weeks. So she may or may not have the date for this one set, but connect with me and I'm happy to send out the link. And I'm going to be posting the link
You want to
in.
be on that free masterclass. It's 3 hours and you learn the bank system, how to use, apply it in your business, in your relationship. It's going to be the best 3 hours spent of your life. I'm telling you, you're going to have so many aha moments about your business, about your relationships, about your spouse, your children, your parents, your siblings, why
Your
things work,
neighbors.
why they don't work. Like why in the business you're getting freaking frustrated or, and there's a lot of really good meat on the bone. It's just 3 hours straight content. Like,
And to
let
get
me,
3 hours of Sherry Tree is wow, you're blessed because she charges a lot for speaking. So you know
yeah.
what? You're blessed to
Her
have.
90-minute keynote is 50,000. So,
There you go.
you get 3 hours for free.
Yeah.
Uh, um, Let me ask her when the next one is because she just finished yesterday
Yeah.
and the travel schedule is becoming crazy. So I think
So that's always a factor is when you have speakers like that is the trouble. But you know what? Keep an eye out on my Facebook. I always post it and I have the link. And if you don't see it and whatever, just feel free to connect with me. Right here in Messenger on Facebook is perfect. And
yesterday. We had Kevin was, I think, on it yesterday.
yes, we had a lot of APL Go people on
Yeah.
yesterday.
Kathleen, Eric. I saw a few people on it. I couldn't be on it because I had a lot
Yeah,
of calls.
Kevin's been on it before too. I've invited him and he's been, this is the second time, or maybe even the third. I can't remember. Yeah, he's done it.
It's good for it's good for everyone,
It's good to go and see it more than once. I mean, people do it all the time. Why not? It's free. It's a free class that's going to help you be a better human. That's going to help you have better relationships.
Oh, the date is the next one is July 23rd at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And
There you
that's
go. 11, that means 2
so it
p.m.
is the codebreakermasterclass.com, I think is the link.
It's okay. I'll get the link.
It's the same link. It just
Always the same. Yeah.
they probably still have to change the date on the website.
Yep. They usually
Uh,
do. Sometimes it takes a while for the technology to go through, but I definitely post it with a link. So don't worry. Everyone. But Esther, I know, has another meeting and it's basically 2 minutes to 1 o'clock, which means I think it's
I
11.
have meetings again till 5 p.m. It's like I thought normally on Friday it's my project day, so I don't do any calls. But this week, because I have to retreat next week, I have to put all my calls from next week into this week. So every day is like stacked right now, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. You can handle it. If anyone can, it's you. So I hope and I wish you a beautiful retreat. How many people are at your retreat?
15.
That's a good size. Those are my favorite numbers.
I
10,
like 12, 15. When it's
12,
international, it sometimes end up being 20, 24. But I do I break groups up but when it's in my home, I like 12.
Mhm,
12 are there for all 3 days, and I bring in a few experts that they're
mhm,
just going to be there for one day each.
mhm.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, I want to see the Bali one. I know that Rhonda and Brian Swan live in Bali, so I know Rhonda's always going, come and do a retreat here. I go, I will one
And she
day.
invites all type, but then she's not even there. Then she's in New York or in
Right
LA
now,
or
she's not there. Yeah, right. This year, I think also because Hannah Lay is out there too, and then Brian came to visit her and stuff. So, yeah,
I
no,
think New York right now. Yeah, so that's what going to be great with you. But we're moving in November, so I'm still like,
you're moving
uh,
in November. Oh wow, that's going to be a lot. Okay
so
then.
and being gone to Bali for 2.5 weeks and moving at the same time, I'm not sure.
Mhm. Is that with the I Am Creation group?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would have liked to have gone on that, but I would have preferred to go to yours, but I would have just gone to California. Although
I'm
I have
gonna
never
host
been.
one in my December when I go probably December is gonna be like Cabo or something. Like it's close. It's always nice weather. There's some really nice resorts that you can host retreats.
Mhm.
Not gonna be like this massive all-inclusive resort. Like I like, but I know people don't like to fly that far. So even Hawaii is for most people already too far, and I'm like, dang, it's like.
I'm supposed to be speaking in Hawaii at the toward I forget the dates. I think it's 26th or 27th of July. So I still haven't booked it, but yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Do you know
Good
Lori?
things are happening.
Do you know Lori McNeil? Lori A. McNeil. She was my first
Oh,
speaker.
yeah.
Yeah. So she's the one. I'm going with her to the Maldives in October. So Maldives would be right. I would actually be going from Greece when we go with APL Go. I would be going directly from Greece to the Maldives to hang out with her. We're doing a master, or she's doing a mastermind out there, and I'll be speaking out there. And she's got a conference going on in Waikiki, and I love Hawaii. I've been there 7 times. I love it, love it, love it. I've done a retreat there one time. We rented out this really cool house, and it had a infinity pool and a jacuzzi and a wraparound lanai. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. I would do that over and over again. I love Hawaii, but I do have to
Oh,
let you
we go
go,
every
right?
year to Hawaii.
Yeah,
We love Hawaii. We got married there, everything. Yeah.
yeah. But Sherry lived there for a bit, right?
She already lived for, as a teenager, she
Mhm.
lived there for 3 years, and then as an adult, she lived there for another 5 years. Yeah.
Oh, wow, nice.
I wish she didn't sell her, so I wish she didn't sell her home, but hey, she
Yeah,
did.
that's okay. You'll buy a new one if you really want.
No, I'm really not attached to buy our portfolio is so diversified that I don't need real estate as another one. It's a lot of, I like releasing. I don't have any headaches when there's something.
Yeah.
No.
No, no, no. It's all great. It is 101 though. Do you need to get going? Because I don't want to be
Yes,
responsible
I have
for
another
being
call right
late.
now.
Thank you, Esther, so much for coming on here. I'm so privileged and blessed to
Thank you
have
so much for
you here.
having me, and whatever I can do to help you, you're amazing in your community. And yeah, let's get them all on the bank system. Let's
Yes.
get them all on the drops. Here, I have
Yes.
them on my desk.
Yes. Those are
I,
my favorite.
there's so many good ones. So
Yeah.
enjoy your
Excellent. Thanks.
weekend, and then you can promote the masterclass July 23rd, 11 a.m. Pacific time for 3 hours.
That I will for sure. And they're almost used to looking on my page for that one now because I do that and then I send it out. So thank you
And then
so
my book comes out, I will let you know. Of course, you will know. So
much. Perfect. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day and a great weekend and good luck
enjoy
with
an amazing weekend.
and
Bye,
take.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
So this pretty much brings us to the end. I did have Kathy scheduled, but I tried to pull her up and I don't know if she's going to make it. But anyway, so aging backwards, so much fun. And I think the best way to address aging backwards is to just feel good about yourself and be happy with where you are. And if you're not happy, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of wherever you are. And I know that sometimes that is easier said than done. And I do have several, especially of my coaching clients, where, they have a job and they're already doing their passion, but they're doing it part-time and they're doing this job full-time. And it would take a lot of confidence, a lot of trust, and a lot of faith to let go of the full time. But sometimes the full time job is really good, and there's nothing wrong with holding on to it, as long as you're not miserable. I mean, if you're miserable, I think you need to get out. Period. I don't think you should be miserable for any reason. So that's, I think, is the bottom line to the whole aging backwards thing. And you know what? Life is so good. And life is whatever you see. And some people see this and some people see that and they see negative and they see hard. Oh, this is so hard and life is so hard and oh, all I do is pay bills. No, don't just pay bills and don't just work all day and nothing else. Like I worked today was a little bit of a, intense day. I mean, I can't move too far from the computer, and all I basically got was, I got my tea and I got my coffee and I got that. But I love doing this. This is so much fun. And after this, I'm going to a pool party. How cool is that? So, so life is good, and make it, go do what you need and go do what you want and go have some fun, and don't make life harder than it needs to be, like just, yeah, like go have some fun. And if you are new in business, I work a lot with women entrepreneurs. I work with men entrepreneurs and men in general, especially in the relationship department. And I do have something coming up. We're putting together a group, And I have a wonderful relationship coach, Andre. He's in my group, and I'm going to tell you more about that later. But if you are interested in joining our group, we're going to be doing some group coaching, group sessions, where it's just going to be a place where we're going to have men and women 1 week, and then we'll have women alone, and then we'll have men alone, and then we'll have men and women again. And so we're going to structure the class that way. So we have the men to ourselves for a bit, because sometimes men won't say things in front of women that they will say in front of other men. And same goes for women. Sometimes they won't say things that they wouldn't say in front of a man, or sometimes they will say, oh, you know what I mean. They won't say things in front of men that they would say just in front of women. And other times it's really great to have everyone together and see how everyone feels. And there'll be a lot of talk about relationships. There'll be a lot of, how do you do business with both? How do you do everything? And it's just going to be a fun, easy, light place where people can come together. It's a safe space. People will be able to come in and talk about themselves. You'll be able to, if you've experienced something, you'll have the opportunity to help others. And I think a fragment of what I do, a small section like this, I give this out to the public for free, and I live stream it on Facebook. After Facebook, it goes up onto my YouTube and everyone else's YouTube and social media. And I like to give it to people for free. I like to give it to people for free because it's important to hear a lot of what we have. And especially in the economy, it's a little bit rough right now in a lot of countries internationally. And I want to do my part. I want to be able to give. And so I give this to people for free, and it helps. And I've had a lot of really great feedback. I've won an award for Empowered Talks. I love it. It's beautiful. So I want to thank everyone again for joining me. And thank you so much for supporting us and sharing. Feel free to share this with anyone who you might think, should hear some of this. And feel free to watch it. Facebook has some new rules. So we're only here for a month on Facebook, and then it disappears. Then you'll have to go to my YouTube to get it. But it will stay up there for free. So thank you all so much again for joining me. And if you are looking for a coach, I have some room for some new clients. I have 3 new spots. So I am looking for new clients, and I have a book that we're working on right now, Entrepreneur Secrets. If you are interested at all, please let me know ASAP, because we are close to wrapping that up. And I do one of these summits. So if you want to be a speaker on here, please let me know, connect with me, and let's make things happen. And if you're interested in becoming a vendor at a wellness expo here in Mississauga, Toronto area, please let me know. Connect with me here, and I am happy to discuss it with you as soon as I have some dates. But I have a really wonderful place, and it's so healing. It'll be healing for the vendors and healing for the public. It's amazing. It's something completely different. So you're going to love it. I promise you, you're going to love it. It's absolutely amazing. So with that, I'm going to close out. I want to thank you all again for hanging out with us for this. I want you to have a beautiful day, and go out there and enjoy yourself, and have a great weekend, and have a great summer. I mean, this is, get outside and enjoy it. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Namaste.